Alright, folks. So there was supposed to be a cutscene there, so I'm going to shift here for a moment. So let me see if I can fix this little problem. Not really seeing a solution for this. Alright. Think I may have figured out the problem. Get this out of here. Let me try. Let me see if this works this time. I'm just testing to see if the cutscenes are going to work. Ah, there we go.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful.
Okay. Think I figured out the problem. Alright, so let me go back to restarting Spyro 2 real quick. So we can at least get the cutscenes and figure out what's going on with it. Because the cutscenes are kind of important.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah! I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork!
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this.
You're like that, but except you can't breathe fire. You're a cheetah.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working! It's working! I've got a dragon!
Is it me or does the professor really sound like the mayor of Townsville?
Rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
And there's your way back home.
Well, well. Someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah!
I hate you more. What's your point?
Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Go, you imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who was that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds.
Convenient!
I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
Well, it's almost like you're a video game protagonist. It's kind of expected out of you now. Okay, since those cutscenes are out of the way now, let's actually play the game proper. Or, apparently I didn't have to do that. Oh well, how would we have known?
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
So the fun fact about the professor, he is also played by Tom Kenny, and he sounds more like the mayor of Townsville, which is another character he plays. This isn't the game they react. Okay, so enemies work a little differently in Spyro 2. So they don't drop gems like they did in the first game. Also, these guys don't do anything to you. They drop these spirit particles, is what they're called. These lizards were funnier in the original. Also, another thing that happens, when Gulp eats Ripto's scepter, he explodes in the original. Like, but those lizards, whenever you turn their backs, they kind of mock you, but they're funnier in the original. They go, wah, 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 wah.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and she asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress. Like this.
Why do you look like Princess
That
Daisy?
means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
I love how the gem cutters are afraid of these one lizards. And they don't even do anything to you. They don't harm you at all.
gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders. And it looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
Yes, that is one thing I do not like about this game. You have to come back here to certain levels after you gain certain abilities. And the other thing that bothers me is that you have the overall gem count. Meaning that whatever gems you have all together, it is your entire gem count. Fortunately, they fixed that in the third game, but we'll get there when we get there. So it'll always be an uneven total and it will drive my OCD insane. And now, everyone's most hated character from this series, Moneybags.
You must be the dragon everyone's talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross. You'll have to pay up sooner or later. It's the only way across. I have to look after my Avalar's financial well-being. You know, back again, eh? And with plenty of treasure, I see. Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again when you have even more gems.
Yes. Get used to this guy.
Still here? Why don't you help the gem cut?
Get used to this guy.
A good look around.
You're going to be seeing a lot of him.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude.
Hey!
This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the home worlds of Avalar.
So, for those who don't know, in the PAL version, the European version rather, this game went under a different name. It was called Spyro 2: The Gateway to Glimmer, which, considering what the first level's name is, doesn't make perfect sense. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Great! The Superfly power-up is active, and you can restart our gem lamps. Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big gem lamp will light. The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short time.
Okay, one thing I like about this is they'll tell you how difficult a challenge may or may not be. Since it's only 1 star out of 5, yeah, this is pretty easy.
Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it instead.
Alrighty. Get the rest of the gems because of the collectathon person enthusiast in me. Makes me want them.
These little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks.
So, this game added a new mechanic. Being able to spit fire.
Nice shooting.
Oh yes, so I will explain that in a bit once we get to Summer Forest. They can't climb up there. They're kangaroos. They can jump high.
Pretty far.
Inverted, eh? Who do the gem cutters remind me of? Their voice sounds very familiar.
To hit that lizard up high, you'll have to aim.
I missed a couple gems.
Yay! You've saved my crop of gems from the lizards. Here, take this orb. Some girl with wings dropped it here yesterday. You can have as many rocks as you like.
I love how he just never changes his expression if you hit him. So, I don't know. I think they probably fixed this. But there is a way where you could just completely cheat and get through the part of the level you're not supposed to with the Superfly power-up. If you've got it. Yeah. It's not possible. Not in this version. So, if you do time that right in the original, you can actually fully complete this level. It's possible. But in this version, you can't. However, you can get that other mess of gems up on that cliff. You just can't make it to that challenge. But you get where I was going with that. Alright, nothing else to do but to leave. Shame, though.
Oh no! Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir, too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am?
I thought she sounded familiar. Cassandra Lee Morris, eh?
Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too. But I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
If only it were that easy. I love the sound of the homeworlds. How tranquil the music is. So yeah, the whole particles on defeating enemies and collecting enough to get a 1-up, that doesn't exist anymore. You'll just find these blue butterflies peppered out throughout the levels, and occasionally you'll get it from attacking certain fodder. Just randomly, though. Oh, and now Spyro can swim! Sort of.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you visit.
And now I'm going to ruin Allura for you. Because she's actually an interesting character. Because the voice actress that she has. Let's not do that today. Let's go to sleep. Looking cool, Joker! You're welcome. Now you'll never get that out of your head. So, there's a weird spawn point here. If you just fall, then Hunter will suddenly appear on that bridge up there. You can actually make it through this level, this part of the level, without actually seeing him.
Hey, Spyro. Ripto smashed this bridge, so I guess you'll have to glide across it. Press the jump button, then press jump again while you're still in the air to glide.
Sparks, the dragon...
As if we don't know that at this point. Huh. The little things floating in the water. That's a detail I never paid attention to.
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure. Sorry.
Like I said, get used to seeing this guy and him being a constant thorn in your side. And yes, it's actually impossible to progress without actually paying the dude. Yep, just what we needed, folks. Hurdles, barriers, whatever.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press it. Okay, not bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press the jump button. Nice job. Now, try to do a hover.
Yes, this is what I was talking about. That needed to be in the first game. I'm sorry. A hover mechanic.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of... Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real.
You know, I have a question. Why are you holding on to these if they're that important?
I'm just taking a break right now. I've got to rest for the next big race in Ocean Speedway.
Alright. Well, I guess there's nothing to do but go through a world. A realm, rather. Oh no, the Yeti ate that monk! That's pretty horrifying, actually.
A Yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brothers, they will open the gates and guide you to him.
Did somebody say penguins?
By concentrating, I should be able to open this door for you.
Yes, lead the way, young grasshopper. So, these guys are supposed to be pacifists. Why do they like hockey? Hockey is very much a context sport. Have you seen what happens in those in a hockey game?
It's a key when you know how to chant like this.
Enemies like those yaks are...
I mostly just ignore her tutorials because we should know by now how this works.
Each time you defeat an enemy, it will release a spirit particle. The spirit particles will activate the power-up in that world.
And this tells you how many you have to defeat. It's a handy little system. It rewards you for basically pummeling all the enemies that you can. Okay, if I recall, there are still skill points in this game, right? Yep. Now, this was the game I could not completely 100%. Like, there was one achievement that I could not get. The reason for that is, there is one mission that requires to deal with ice physics without taking damage. Easier said than done. Also, the skill points are a little easier said than done in this game.
Remember,
I can't guarantee that I'll get it in this one. But I'll try. Skiing?
Even though I'm a vegetarian, I think you should torch that Yeti. He's pretty tough, though. In fact,
Well, that was unfortunate.
Yeti was tougher than that. I guess he was all bark. Ruff, ruff. Anyway, I was just guarding our sacred talisman to make sure the Yeti didn't eat it.
And of course, there's a golden statue. So we have more than enough gems to satiate money bags, but I don't really need him. Okay, so everything carries over. Good. Alright, just making sure. One thing that doesn't help when skating on ice like this is you cannot jump. You can still flame, but you cannot jump. I guess the ice is too thick for him to melt it. Okay, I have some things to say about this, but we'll get to it when we get to it.
Spyro, welcome. We have found that hockey is a peaceful and calming sport. Would you like to join in a match against our goalkeeper?
Peaceful and calming. Have you ever actually seen a hockey game?
You have 2 minutes to score 5 goals in the red goal.
Dump. That's what he used to say. He just went dump. You're leaving your flank wide open, buddy. That's your fault, not mine.
Well done. Have this. Would you like? The first to score 5 goals.
They're bears. That makes sense. I never really understood what these characters were. Thanks for that. Screw you, sir. Get out of my way. So this is what they mean by perfect in hockey. You can't let him score. Also be careful because he can actually hit it into your own goal, which is always kind of funny. I gotta admit. Just go around you and score. I don't care if you hit me.
Well done. Have this.
A little existential, don't you think?
You can keep practicing if you want, but you have to be off the ice by 6.
And those guys will just permanently be there. So first skill point of the game was me getting a perfect score again, perfect game against that guy. Pretty easy. For the most part. You just gotta keep the guy under control. Bing!
Thank goodness you scared that evil spirit away. But now it will hide in the statues. If you were to flame all 10 statues, I'm sure you would chase it away for good.
3 stars? That's not hard at all. I love how they change it. He's holding a puck and a sword now. That's actually kind of funny. That's actually pretty funny. Gotta love it when some games have some humor to them. Am I allowed to be up here? I mean, there's no reason to, if I recall. Do the monks say anything else?
How am I supposed to achieve enlightenment if you keep pestering me?
Nope. Just can't make it. Might be able to make it with the other spring, though. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Never hurts to explore everything that you can.
How can you be sure I really exist?
Getting existential on me, are we? Of course, Buddhism does have that trait to it. Nothing wrong with that. The path to enlightenment.
done, Spyro. You've scared the evil
And level's done. Now, I will say one thing about this game. I like almost every level in this game. Oops. Whoops. I also love the intro and outro videos to these. Glimmer doesn't really have one, unfortunately, but it does have an outro video. Well, kind of. There is an outro video for Glimmer, but there is an intro video for Glimmer.
Spyro, would you like to learn to swim underwater?
It's on YouTube.
I suppose I could teach you for a small fee. Okay, you don't have to learn to swim yet, but you won't get far in Avalar until you do.
I keep saying no to him because sometimes he says something funny.
When you jump in the water, you can use your left stick to move around the surface. Use the charge button. Remember.
Alright, you jerk. You can have my money. Also, that is required to beat the next level, which is called Idle Springs. And I like this level. Like I said, I like almost every level in this game. There are some exceptions, but we'll get there when we get there. Womp womp. Love stinks, doesn't it?
Spyro, the idols we were carving have come to life. They've locked us out of our temples and stolen our food.
These kind of look like the tiki masks from Crash Bandicoot. Aku Aku and Uka Uka. They kind of look like them. Is that a coincidence? Oh yes, swimming underwater in this game. Look, I don't absolutely hate it, but it is a lot slower than I'd like. It's also a little more unwieldy. And the original they got it down right. I don't know what happened. Again, don't fix what isn't broken, guys. If it works, it works. Leave it alone.
I've been locked in here with all our tools, and the giant idol heads won't let the workers in unless we can solve the 3 puzzles they've given. The first puzzle is to turn all these...
It's one of these puzzles. This isn't that hard.
Oh, Spyro, you did it! I knew you could do it. Now, meet me at the pond for the next challenge. Oh,
He just repeats himself. Okay. I think there's an achievement if you do this perfectly. This one, not the next one, not the next little puzzle challenge. Yikes.
This idol says he's hungry and won't be satisfied until he's swallowed 10 fish.
The tip is, do not feed him any red fish. If you see a red fish, just ignore it. Whoops.
Okay, Spyro, just one more puzzle to go. I'll meet you over by the colored stones for your final challenge.
I felt so smart figuring out these challenges when I was a kid. Hey, you leave him alone. Also, what's weird is, and they never explain why these things come to life. Like, is it just magic?
Those metal shields?
I was about to say, do they still have the idle animation where they hit themselves in the head with their hammer? Heck, get it? Idle animation? Alright, I'll shut up. Don't care if you think my puns are cringe. It's just how it works. You mean the thing I've been doing this entire time? This is why I'm skipping your little tutorials. Okay, so apparently there's supposed to be a code sometime in the level that tells you what order to press these stones in. I never found it.
You're pretty tough. If you ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for you here. But for the moment...
Ah, he's the foreman. Alright, time for a little practice platforming. Skill point.
It's fabulous to see you, Spyro. Now that the supercharged power-up is active...
So, supercharge, again. At least it's a little less unwieldy.
Look at that. The hula girl's ring dance blew up that idol like a Roman candle. Now I can pursue that dancing career I've dreamed of. Take this orb.
I miss the original part where they do that little rain dance and then they go, woo! And then it ignites the lightning that kills that idol. Also, the idol was funnier. He looked so fake, and then whenever you went up to him, he would just go, oodle, oodle, at you. Over and over again.
If you jump on these stones in the correct order, you will solve the puzzle.
Okay, so this part's just trial and error, huh? Alright. Well, I can never remember this. Oh, that was the next one. Okay. That was the next one. Nope.
Nice job, Spyro. You're pretty...
Not too bad. Oh yeah, right. There's one of these chests at the chest there. Now I'm going to have to go find a firework somewhere. I think it's back where the hula girls were. I think it is. But I say, guys, I've done it. I found perfect perpetual energy. Not my joke, I know. Yeah, I think you have to come over here and then follow this path. Yep. Haha, I am smart. Oh, yeah, that's right. One does go underwater. A few of them do. Okay, that's the level. See what I mean by having uneven totals? It drives me nuts. Sets off my OCD like it's no one else's business. Oh well. Triggered. Okay. I am very confused. Alright, folks, I think I'm just going to have time for, well, enough stamina, I guess, in me to do one more level. And then I think we're going to have to call it quits for the evening. Okay, no treasure down here. Now, if memory serves me correctly, I think there's a secret involving swimming underwater. It involves you doing Hunter's Challenge again, but there's like a secret way or something like that. No? Am I misremembering things? Impossible! I'm not sure about that then. Huh. I swear there was a secret way somewhere around here. Okay, it is going to require me to do backtracking. That's fine. I love how Spark stays in a little bubble. I don't know. I don't know how that happens, but it is funny. Alright, I guess it wasn't much of a secret, but hey, counts for something. Don't it?
You're well on your way, Spyro. Oh, and keep collecting those orbs, too.
Are you enjoying the active camera? Okay, I won't change.
I saw something shiny at the top of this wall. You could probably get it, but you'll have to learn how to climb first.
Hercos. Sunny Beach is yet another realm we cannot completely finish. It's another one we have to come back to. But I don't like that. This is a level I don't... That's a level I don't particularly enjoy. I don't like that much.
Nice work, Spyro. The orbs you're carrying have activated the
Speedways. Yep, speedways are the old flight levels from Spyro 1. So, have you understood this puzzle yet? Close that door and that door opens, and then you can just glide over here to this windowsill if the functions would work correctly. Yeah! Missed it by that much. Yet again. Ah!
Say, Spyro, you see this?
Fine.
Yes. Okay. So it's not the portal to Dragon Shores. Aquaria Towers is still a lovely place. Why, I have a home there myself. Ugh.
How do you have a home here if it's underwater? Just a thought.
Hi, Spyro. This talisman door will open.
Alright, folks, so... on second thought, I think this is where we're going to end things off. I'm just going to sit in this low area and just enjoy